All right, let's cut right through the noise today. We are looking at the single most defining technological shift of our generation, artificial intelligence. But we're not going to get bogged down in the basic stuff you already know. Instead, this explainer is going to look at the underlying mechanics of this massive paradigm shift. If you're a focused learner looking for a clear, structured breakdown of how our tech landscape is actually evolving right now, well, you're in exactly the right place. So I want you to think about your absolute most tedious data chore for a second. You know, the endless manual data entry, the cross-platform schedule syncing, or just the intricate formatting of endless documents. Got it? Now, imagine it just vanishing entirely. No way, right? But actually, that is the baseline of our current reality. Okay, let's dive into this, because that baseline is the core of what this technology is truly about. You can forget those simplistic comparisons to basic automation. What we're really discussing here is massive cognitive offloading. It's a fundamental shift from human processing to autonomous data orchestration. Just think of it as a super smart assistant that handles complex data flows instead of physical chores. It isn't magic, and it definitely isn't sci-fi. It's just incredibly efficient, predictive data processing that's designed to restructure how we allocate our own brain power. Section 1. Transforming Work and Life. And this brilliantly illustrates exactly what we're talking about. This isn't just about some faraway factory or theoretical future robotics, It's about our daily routines. We are rapidly moving away from the era of manual typing, basic coding, and administrative bottlenecks. By effectively offloading all those repetitive tasks to algorithms, we're freeing up the human brain to focus on what it literally does best: high-level creativity, complex problem solving, and real strategic thinking. This is totally changing business models. Companies are shifting from being super labor-intensive in their admin layers to being highly strategy-intensive. AI isn't just replacing discrete tasks. It's literally elevating the human worker from a simple data processor to an executive decision maker. And this transformation scales right from the workplace directly into our personal well-being, especially in areas like healthcare. We've moved way beyond basic algorithms, just recommending your favorite songs or predicting your shopping habits. Today, we're looking at predictive protein folding in drug discovery and AI diagnostic tools that act like super doctors, detecting microscopic anomalies in oncology scans years before a human radiologist would typically spot them. It's taking massive, overwhelmingly complex datasets, stuff no single human could ever hold in their head, and turning them into highly personalized, hyper-accurate, life-saving care. Section 2. Tackling massive global challenges. Now we're scaling up from your daily routine to literally global survival. When we talk about modeling climate change solutions, we are dealing with arguably the most complex, chaotic data system humanity has ever tried to understand. Scientists aren't just using AI to make basic weather predictions anymore. They're optimizing global power grids in real time, and they're accelerating the discovery of new sustainable battery materials. These systems simulate massive environmental interactions to map out potential ecological outcomes, and they do it with a speed that completely outpaces traditional computation. It's actively helping us build an actionable roadmap out of one of the biggest environmental challenges in our planet's history. So the crucial point is the staggering compression of time. Discovering new medicines and treatments used to require decades of trial, error, physical testing, and painfully slow data analysis. But now, algorithms can accurately simulate millions of complex molecular combinations, narrowing down potential cures in literally a matter of days. Decades versus days. Let that sink in. That unprecedented shift means we could be looking at scientific breakthroughs and deployed solutions in our own lifetime that previously would have taken well over a century to happen. Section 3. The double-edged ethics sword. Of course, a technological shift of this sheer magnitude comes with some serious embedded complications, and it's absolutely crucial we view these impartially. Right now, the world is actively trying to navigate a tricky ethics balance around data privacy, deepfakes, and human bias. Take bias, for example. Neural networks train on vast troves of historical data, right? And that naturally embeds past societal prejudices. Untangling this isn't just a quick software patch. It's a deeply complex mathematical challenge to ensure these algorithms don't just amplify and pass on the flawed baseline of human history. At the exact same time, we're wrestling with the unprecedented question of who actually owns the rights to the global data these systems need to function. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the challenge of deepfakes, convincing, entirely fabricated videos and audio. Because AI processes visual and acoustic data flawlessly, it can generate output that completely challenges our baseline for truth. It forces us to question the very nature of what we believe when we're looking at a screen. And this isn't just a technological novelty. It has profound, immediate implications for global media trust, financial market stability, and really the fundamental integrity of our civic institutions. All of this brings us to a defining metaphor. AI isn't a futuristic concept anymore. It is the new electricity, quietly powering and changing every industry on Earth. Think about how electricity operates for a second. It doesn't just do one single thing, does it? It became an underlying, invisible infrastructure that made absolutely everything else possible. It fundamentally rewired the factory, the hospital, the home, and the entire global economy. And that is exactly what artificial intelligence is doing right now. It's dissolving into the background of all our software and systems, acting as a fundamental societal paradigm shift. So, I want to leave you with this final memorable thought to take away from our explainer today. If AI is our new electricity, how will we wire our world to prevent a shock? We've got this massive, unbelievable benefit. We're compressing decades of medical research into days, optimizing global power grids, and freeing up human cognition for high-level strategy. But we also face undeniable systemic risks regarding data privacy, embedded bias, and the baseline of truth itself. The power is already flowing, you know? The only question left is, how are we going to build the circuits? Keep learning, stay curious, and we'll see